Position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away first. Takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Scanning the field, it's Santiago. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. Gonna look downfield again. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown Sooner! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and go all over your seats.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Back out there, finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually...
Turning it on! They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Hits the accelerator to the right. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Santiago. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He's double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Montgomery. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's low. There he goes, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to throw, it's Santiago. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback making adjustments. They send the tight end in motion. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch on the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here's 2nd and inches, a first down and a touchdown well within range. They'll give it to the back. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's low. Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Santiago. Starting to feel a little pressure. Uncorks one to the middle. Makes the catch on the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Offense set on first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Can't get him to the ground. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
To the ground with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Flips it out to the back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, and position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they'll try the right side. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Santiago. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Needs it to keep this drive alive. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, they're just going to draw me offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Santiago. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Give to the running back. Finding open areas. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Sooner. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on first down. Right on the money.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's low. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Going to take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Santiago. Got his man quickly. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On the option. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Sooners will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's low. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to run it. Turning it on. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
Man, just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Santiago. Dances away. He's going to take off. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play.
He's taking the shot. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two